Hey guys, Dr. Axe here. Welcome to Maximize Your Kitchen. Today I'm going to be making raw vegetable salad. And so this is a good salad. It's not your traditional salad where you're going to be using greens and lettuce and things like that. We're actually going to be using some different vegetables that are actually really nutrient dense, really good for you, actually specifically cruciferous vegetables. But we're going to start off here with cauliflower, okay? And typically you don't have as much cauliflower and broccoli. Those aren't the main ingredients in salads. Usually it's lettuce, but today in our raw vegetable salad, these are the main ingredients. We're going to start off in this recipe with about 3 cups or so of sliced cauliflower. Now what I like to do is just kind of break off some of these bigger pieces here, okay, like so. Just kind of get my hands here. I'll break off probably about 4, maybe just 3 pieces here we'll do today. And then what I'm going to do is slice these down, okay? I like mine in actually a little bit smaller pieces like so. Okay, just get my knife out here, start chopping, okay? And cauliflower is great. A lot of times you don't think, cauliflower doesn't necessarily have a lot of color, but it's actually still packed with a lot of vitamins, minerals, and even antioxidants. So it is really good for you. And I'll go ahead and just, we're going to cut this a little smaller here, get all this in a bowl, okay? Like that. We're going to go ahead and cut up the rest of these pieces here, and again, just simply slice on down like this. The other great thing I love about this recipe, and most of the recipes we go over here on the show, is that they're easy. This doesn't take a lot of work. You simply get some cauliflower here, a few other veggies, you start cutting them, throw them in the bowl. And that's the other great thing about doing raw recipes, is most raw recipes today don't take long because you don't have to cook them. It really cuts down on time. And the other thing the other very important thing to realize is that when you are eating vegetables, they are best raw. The more raw vegetables you can eat, the better. Raw vegetables have way more enzymes. If you heat something above 118 degrees, that's when all the enzymes start to die off. And enzymes actually help you digest your food. They help improving your energy levels. They actually have been shown to help in fighting cancer. So a lot of benefits there of enzymes, okay? So we've got to go ahead and get started here. We've got the cauliflower rocking. Next thing we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and add some broccoli. We've got some broccoli here as well. Go ahead and chop a little bit there, like so. Cut them some smaller pieces. Add that in. Okay. And broccoli is loaded with calcium. A lot of times the first thing we rush to when it comes to calcium is dairy. And dairy is a good form of calcium if it's in the raw. But broccoli is also packed with calcium as well, and vitamin C. Again, a lot of times we think of oranges for vitamin C. We never think of broccoli being as a very vitamin C rich food. We're going to go ahead and add that in there as well. Next thing we're going to add in is about half of an onion, okay? Half a cup of a chopped onion. We're going to take our knife here, simply go down like so, okay? And we're going to take this onion. Onion is packed with allicin, and allicin has actually been shown to help fight off viruses and cancer cells. So if you're naturally wanting to fight cancer, if you are also wanting to do something, let's say like not get sick, or if you are sick, fight off viruses fast, doing onions are a great option. I kind of chopped it up there like that. We're going to go ahead and just kind of break these into some chunks here and get this spread out here. We're going to add in a little bit more onion, just depending. And by the way, all these recipes, they can be altered. If you don't like onion, you don't have to add onion. If you do like onion, like I do, you can add in a lot of extra onion, which is, I'm going to add in just a little bit of extra here. But again, you're going to do about half a cup of these raw onions. Go ahead and get these all spread out and chopped up here. Okay. Next thing, we're going to add in our olives. You're going to do about 1 cup of black olives. We're going to spread those on. Olives, remember, are loaded with good, healthy fat, omega-9 fats, which are great for you. Then we're going to add in, and this adds a lot of nice color to it, but this is pimento. It's red pepper. Now, another option would be just taking a plain red bell pepper. You could slice that up and add that on, but this adds a lot of flavor, a little bit of spice to it. So we're going to go ahead and add on that pimento like so. Okay. And so right now we've really got the majority of this salad laid out, okay? And it really is a beautiful looking salad so far. The next thing I want to show you guys is the dressing that I typically make at home. This is a dressing that I do all the time. And so what I like to do is just grab a jar like so, and we're going to start adding in ingredients. You're going to add in about a half a cup of olive oil. Now I'm going to tell you the amounts. Sometimes people get frustrated because I don't measure everything specifically. I've been cooking and making this food long enough to where I don't measure everything, but I will tell you how much, okay? But we're gonna go ahead and do about half a cup of olive oil. Go ahead and start pouring that in. Okay, for me that's pretty close to right there. That's about half a cup or so. All right, next thing we're gonna add in is balsamic vinegar. You're gonna add in about 3 tablespoons or so of balsamic. I like a little bit extra, so I'm gonna add a little bit more, but 3 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. We're gonna then add in lemon juice. And let me say a few things. Olive oil, you got the omega-9 fats. Balsamic vinegar is actually loaded with antioxidants, which is very good. Lemon juice full of vitamin C, which helps boost your immune system. So 3 tablespoons here of lemon juice. Okay, add in a little bit more there. Then we're gonna add in some garlic powder. Okay, you're gonna add in about a half a teaspoon of garlic powder. This is a brand new garlic powder, so I'm gonna actually go ahead and have to take the lid off here. And we're going to, you guys like how I do this in the kitchen? Just, there we go. All right, you guys get to see me from start to finish, doing everything here. All right, so we're gonna add in some garlic powder. I'm gonna add in about half a teaspoon or so. Actually, I like a little bit more garlic in mine, so I'm gonna add in a little bit extra there. Next thing here, we're gonna add in is some sea salt, about a half a teaspoon of sea salt. Okay, and then I'm also gonna add in some black pepper, about a fourth a teaspoon of black pepper. Go ahead and add that in. And then one other thing, sometimes I like to add in, I'm not gonna do this today, sometimes I'll take some Italian seasoning or some basil, kind of dash that in there as well, about a fourth a teaspoon. But I'm gonna take this dressing, go ahead and just shake it up here in the jar, mix it around. Okay. And we've got a beautiful looking balsamic vinegar there. And look at how easy that is. You know, a lot of times you don't realize you can make your own salad dressings at home. Oh, and they're so fresh, taste amazing. We're gonna take this dressing and simply pour it all over the salad here. Okay, like so. And we are ready to go. You've got your raw vegetable salad. We've got the broccoli loaded with calcium and vitamin C. We've got the cauliflower packed with those raw enzymes that help with digestion. We've got the olives with the good healthy fat. We've got the peppers also full of vitamin C and beta carotene. That's what gives it its red and orange color. We've got the onions packed with allicin and sulfur, help detoxify your body. And we've got our natural salad dressing here. Try this raw vegetable salad. You're going to love it. Thanks for watching Maximize Your Health with me, Dr. Axe.